So welcome back. Apologies, it's been such a long time since we last put a video together, but haven't been sat still doing nothing at all. In fact, we've been really busy, not on the cars, but doing something that you may see in the background ever so slightly. So we've been trying to make the garage work more like a workshop, tidy it up, improve the lighting, improve some of the layout of the tools, got an air compressor installed, sorted out the floor, put the old floor painted, broken up, so we've dealt with that. So yeah, if you stay tuned and see how far we've taken it in the rest of the video. This just demonstrates really what the garage was like before. So the floor got tatty, the paint was starting to flake and peel up a bit, definitely needed freshening up. Around the door there was like leaks and gaps where air would rush in. The whole place was cluttered. The lighting was really poor. It was dusty, dark. I mean, it worked for many years, but it had just served its purpose and needed a lift. So we have the stuff to mount our socket down by the garage door. With the back plate. This one, it's handy, it's got the little USB ones in there as well. Oh, there it is. Some new twin cord cable, something like that it's called, as I say on there. 2.5 twin and earth. And then the little fancy clips to keep it in place. But the idea is, I reckon, we can put it somewhere like here. And then, rather than just having that one socket all the way down there and having to run an extension cable, we'll be able to run tools from right by here to there. See, the idea is we've got a socket spurred off this one at the moment going up to the top, so we're going to get rid of that one and we're going to run our new one from there, across that and then down. Okay, so that's that one disconnected. So now, it's a pity that's not a bit bigger. We could have maybe brought another cable through there. Possibly got to bring it through the bottom and up and along there, because I will be mounting stuff on here. So I think keep it running along here and over the top of this beam, just disturb the local spider population, and then down away then to there with any luck. Let's see if it works. So the way I've chosen to do this is leave myself a bit of slack on this end. That'll eventually tie into that box there, and I can run this along this beam, although it is pretty congested with wires. I think I'll fit it on. And yeah, you've guessed it, just like I'm no trained mechanic, I'm not a trained electrician either, but in the interest of doing DIY, this is how I'm going to get it done. There we are guys, so that's all pinned. Then all the way around. I probably left myself way too much on there, but hey, you can only buy it in 10-metre rolls. So then this is our fascia here. It's got a live neutral earth. Live neutral earth, happy days. That's it, plugged in and working. I think I found a dog stash of balls in here. So I'm going to start prepping this now to paint up these frames. Oh, well, that was underwhelming, Bo. Good girl. bits of painting going on here. I think it looks way better, but just getting the second section ready, and yet another another dog ball. That's just fucking millions under here. So I thought it'd be worth lifting the walls with a fresh coat of white. How stupid a decision was this one. Whilst it does make a big difference and it bounces a lot more light around, I didn't realise how long this process was going to take. I should have known because I've done it before, but it took forever. I think it was worth it in the end though, but that's why I haven't been doing an awful lot else. Are you sure you haven't been in the paint? Come here, what's this? Sure? So our retractable air hose has arrived for the garage rebuild. There it is, our retractable air hose. Alright, brilliant. So I'll mount that in that space above the air compressor and should be able to get it out onto the drive. Okay guys, thought we'd just show you the setup now in the corner of the garage. There's a lot going on here. We got the iron hill nuclear air compressor in there. We've now mounted our 10-meter retractable air hose here. The line going down. I don't have the correct fitting at the moment for this bit to go on, but I'll solve that in the next few days. Obviously our socket up here, and then we've got our air tools kind of up here, spray gun and that down the back. So I think this could be a great little corner. Maybe I'll put in a shelf or put the air tools here or something eventually. But they're ready for just working straight out on the drive. I know it's only a little 24 litre, but I think it's going to be, it's all I can fit in there. Well, maybe actually with a vertical one, I might have fitted in a 50 litre, but there's budget constraints and what have you. So yeah, we've gone for that one. So I can start using some kind of basic air tools now on the drive and anywhere in the garage as well, because this 10-meter hose, this will reach all the way down to the workbench if I need it. So yeah, I quite like it. I'm quite impressed with that. That's that wall done. And this one here done. You see the contrast there. So I've only got all that, all up there, all around there, that lot, and down in the corner. Still to do. They're not much. So there's a certain day coming up where we celebrate the hard work of fathers. So my kids have very kindly bought me all these 4 Stanley Sortmasters, which is great. Unfortunately, one's going to have to go back because it got damaged in the post. So I can work with these 3 for now and can be returned. But this is all part of the garage renovations. You obviously know me very well. But I've got a number of these littler ones. Obviously these are broken. The top of that one's broken. I think down here there's this toolbox that's grown and it's filled up with bits and bobs, so they need to be sorted. And even in here there's lots of old Land Rover bolts in there, so those can all be incorporated in here and try and get some organisation about the place. First one done. Empty nail box. Very well organised mailbox. Just got bam, 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 still to do. So these have arrived. See if you can guess what they are. And it's not bee colony or anything like that. Don't know if this is worrying, but you get what you pay for, don't you, I guess. So hopefully all the weekends clear pretty soon. So
This kit comes with the buttons. I think they call it double insulated connector piece. You got the Y piece, and then these 120-degree pieces, and it should come to all the instructions here. You should be able to put it together without any issue. I think with these as well, you could, in theory, put this connector. It shows it on the drawing here, but you know, you could have it anywhere. So I think, you know, where you get your power from your mains, so it's quite flexible. Well, that's it all sorted together. I just wanted to see, you know, what size it was, because it's got to fit up here, and that is going to remain as a hatch. So the remaining space between there and there, I have measured it, but yeah, I just wanted to put it together to see how big it is. It's flipping massive. I think it's 2.4 meters tall. Just hope the light from it is really good and clear, and hopefully, I mean, I know it was, well, it's only 32 quid, but hopefully it lasts the course. So the 8x4 sheets of 5mm ply had arrived. I decided, yeah, they needed more white paint, so I put on 2 coats before they were fitted to the ceiling, and then another 2 coats once they were up on the ceiling, just to reflect as much light as we could back into the garage. So the hex lights are all clipped to the ceiling. These little clips here, still got to paint the boards. I've filled in some of the gaps, and we've still got the very end down there to do. But I just wanted to see if they work before we go. So I've wired them into a little socket up there. So I just want to see if they're going to come on. Oh blimey, wow. That is bright. See if I can stand back here. Look at that. And you'd be amazed the difference that makes. So I think what I'm going to do, I've got my old sort of batten lights. I still think I'm going to have one of those here, down this end and down the far end across there. I had to go with this 5 hex pattern because I'm maintaining that hatch there. So they did do bigger ones that had like a LEDs, you know, around the edge, but that's mega bright. I'm really impressed with that. That is great. I think they run fairly low wattage as well, so not going to drain loads of energy. I think with the white ceiling as well, reflecting the light down when that's all painted. Oh, fantastic. So we've actually ordered a second pack of these lights. I didn't think these, although I went for the 5 hex, it's not quite sufficient. I could do with more up here and a little bit down the end there when I finish that bit off there. So I'm hoping I can just join these straight on and put in another section that'll be right above here. So I think I got enough for that. So I'm managing to turn all of these offcuts, this bit here, this bit here, these bits, oops, here and here, into new shelves for the racks there. The old ones are made out of this sort of hardboard stuff here, and I don't know whether you can see, but it kind of like bows and moves. So this ply is going to do the job a lot better. so much stronger than those hardboard ones it's replacing. So that's it, project finalised. It really does make a difference. It's so much brighter in here now. Just painting the walls is well worth it, even though it took an awful lot of time. The ceiling is brilliant, reflects so much more light. These LEDs, I'm really impressed with them actually. I know everybody seems to be fitting these hex lights, but you can really see why. It throws loads of light all around the place. I needed to go for more than I wanted to at the start, but the pattern fits the ceiling, which is great. The ladder up into the loft space, that's still working well, tucks nicely into the slot it was designed for. The air compressor in the corner, this is going to be really handy when working on the drive or on the bench with that retractable air line, so we can take the tools pretty much anywhere, well, within 10 metres I guess. And plug socket as well that we put in early on, that's going to help using power tools out on the drive. All the odds and sods all sorted out into these assortment boxes, which is really useful. Just a much better space. Well, thanks for watching. I hope it's given you some ideas on what you can do in your home garage space. Please take a moment to subscribe, it really helps out, and we'll see you on the next one.